wish that we could have full screen. No control enter, no F11. I wonder if this game is gonna have Diogenes in it. Yeah. Demo, fit for a prince. Yeah, he's pretty fit for a prince, I suppose. Choose your demo experience. Give me some banter for context. Hurry me to the arguments. I don't... Hurry me to the argument? Well, we'll get the idea for the writing. Another night, another dream time to visit the intelligible room. Intelligible realm, rather. What'll we debate this time? The essence of truth, the meaning of life, which philosopher has the worst hair? It's definitely Schopenhauer. Hi, Ari. Hi, Ari. Jen. Really? I'm what surprises you here? Look around. Everything is floating. My college roommate. Nice enough, I guess, but when I'm studying, she's out dancing. She's the last person I'd expect to see here for multiple reasons. How's anyone here? What is the purple place? What is the purple place? What? I don't know what the purple place is. I haven't played the first game. 3 years ago, my dad and I died. Well, he died. I just got swept along for the ride. This place, the intelligible realm, it's the world of ideas, a sort of an afterlife for great thinkers. We had arrived by mistake. My dad was no philosopher, so the arbiter, ruler of the realm, laid out a challenge. If we found the nature of mortality, I can't read words. If we found the nature of morality, one of the great philosophical questions, we both could return to life. Obviously, we succeeded. Not telling you our answer, though. If you want the whole tale, Socrates Jones' Philosopher is currently free on Steam. That arm looks uncomfortable. Nah, it's fine. Oh, Ariadne Jones. I see you've already met our special guest. Arbiter, how is Jen in the afterlife? Did she party too hard and die? I wish. What a way to go. Please, nothing so morbid. While other living beings cannot visit as you can, the rules of reality have been altered for tonight's event. What event? Wait, is it your birthday? Yes, actually, but that's not why we're here. Tonight we're demonstrating the content of Philosopher 2 and dip our toes into this formidable topic, political philosophy. Oh, cool, politics. Oh no, politics. Hold up. Philosopher 2 is about political philosophy? That is correct. But I hate discussing politics. I deliberately avoid the subject. What possible situation could force me to debate political philosophers? Jen? What did you do? Not a fan of the sudden silence here. Maybe we'll give you a hint of why you'd try when you finish the demo debate. But the topic has a profound influence on the world, Ariadne, whether you avoid it or not. Fine. Arbiter, who's the demo philosopher? Niccolo Machiavelli. You may approach. You've got to be kidding. I assure you there's nothing humorous about this situation. Niccolo Machiavelli was an Italian nobleman, friend of Leonardo da Vinci, and author of The Prince. Yeah, I've heard of him. Mom calls him the teacher of evil. Though I never paid enough attention to know why. Let's turn the volume up a little bit. So, I'm to face this small child. And he's got an attitude too. This is going to be a trip. Very well. I shall wipe the floor with this naive girl. Then perhaps you will all appreciate my ideas. I'm not naive. My father and I debated countless moral philosophers. Oh, the text disappeared. I didn't click that. I didn't click it. And you believe such an experience is relevant? My. I will bring you the truth of the matter. End these repeated fantasies. Presentation. The primary purpose of all government is to provide stability. But to distribute power among the many, or even the few, is to invite disunity and disorder. Clearly it is best that a single monarch, the prince, maintains the state. During my time, Italy was leaderless, lawless and beaten, ruined every day. Ruined in every way, families, guilds, priests, and merchants all fought for influence over councils and committees. For years I participated in the Florentine Republic, only to see it fall to the Medici family upon their return. With a strong prince at the helm, work can actually get done. Oh, a verbal duel with Machiavelli. This is so exciting. Oh my god, I've always wanted to debate with Machiavelli. It's gonna be so cool. Is it? Yes! Stop being a party pooper, Ari. We're gonna sell this game. Okay. No turning back now. Let's throw ourselves into this. Alright, tell me how to play. Can we review how we throw ourselves into this? Oh, sure. I can tutorialize for you. All arguments are made out of multiple statements, which you can navigate freely. For each statement, you can drop logic bombs to expose various issues. Right. I should ask for clarification if a statement is too vague or unclear. And you should press for backing if the idea needs more support and justification. These moves can cause your opponent to revise their argument or need to present a new one entirely. Ask the right questions at the right spots and boom! You blow your opponent's argument to smithereens. Isn't there a third question I can ask? Not in Demoland! You'll have to settle for 2/3 of your logical arsenal. Is your hair green now, Arbiter? Was it green? I don't think it was green before. I'm not sure I appreciate these militaristic metaphors. Hey, we gotta bring out the big guns for Machiavelli. He's infamous. Do you intend to face me, or just continue this insufferable banter? Let's get started then. Argument! The primary purpose of all government is to prove stability. Or to provide stability. Yep, fine. But to distribute power among the many, or even the few, is to invite disunity and disorder. What's your reasoning for this? What reasoning do you have to support this statement? Every person brings their own peculiar petty preferences to decisions. Have too many seats at the dinner table and you'll be trapped in arguments instead of enjoying your ravioli. I'd rather have lasagna anyway. See, petty preferences. Lasagna wasn't even invented until after my death. No lasagna? Government is no different. We cannot afford the weakness of bickering. But lasagna. Oh my god, I hate not having lasagna. Okay. Clearly, it's best that a single monarch, the prince, maintains the state. You don't invent lasagna, by the way. I mean, I think you're devaluing the guy that made lasagna first. I think he's probably pretty proud of making lasagna for the first time, whoever made it. What evidence do you have to support this statement? If many voices introduce discord, one voice does the opposite. The monarch provides a clear figurehead for all who can act decisively and efficiently. Is efficiency that important? Isn't it worth taking a little time to loop people in? In affairs of the state, threats have to be dealt with immediately. Like tuberculosis, if you wait until symptoms are apparent, it's already too late. Interesting. You're right, we should treat everybody for tuberculosis. Backing statement added to the argument. Start treating right now. Hey, you did it, Ari. Your question forced him to update his argument. A few more and I'm sure you'll have him. The prince can do all that must be done without distraction or restriction. What do you mean by all that must be done? There is nothing holding the prince back from strengthening the state. He can and should do whatever is needed to secure power, using any means. Any means? But like, I mean, he's not gonna... Not going to what? Torture, murder, assolutamente. Whatever is needed to secure power means whatever is needed. After all, politics have no relation to morals. What? Pause. We can't really be arguing the ideal government is the one that discards all morals. We not only can, we are. The great thinker Ibn Khaldun once said the role of government is to prevent injustices other than those that it commits itself. But the injustices of the world are great, so the prince's must be even greater. Being noble in a world without nobility will only end in tragedy. Enough! We will proceed to the more advanced lessons. Oh my God, Jesus. Treachery has always been an element of politics. The prince must act accordingly. What if the prince is an idiot? Yes, this is a pretty big problem. A strong hand is required to instill order and to defeat all threats within and without. Many morals, however, get in the way of strengthening the realm. The prince must discard such principles and put the needs of the state above the needs of the people. Do you see, girl? If anything, your love of moral philosophy would disqualify you from leadership. To remain in power, the prince must be prepared to do anything. Well, damn. I didn't realize Sith was a valid philosophy in the intelligible realm. Threats from without added to the idea slate. Wouldn't a king rule and not a prince? Threats from within. Hold up. I can do more than just ask basic questions, right? Oh no, I'm sorry, that's Ari. Hold up, I can do more than just ask basic questions, right? I can also challenge individual statements. Present a counterpoint that clashes with that statement, and send all of his hopes and dreams crashing into the ground. Yep. Key ideas you can use in a challenge get added to the idea slate. Yeah, but Macchiato didn't write a book called The King. That's right. Go Macchiato there. It's most effective to use a philosopher's own ideas against them, so you're mostly limited to things that they've said. Compare the items in your idea slate with his statements and see if there's a conflict between the two. Challenge away. Okay, I think I get it. Just remember, if you shout stuff like you're bad because you smell bad, it'll hurt your credibility. I know from personal experience. If you lose all credibility, you lose, but you wouldn't just insult people, would you? You stink. Added to the idea slate. Yep. Okay, let's go, Niccolo. Argument. Treachery has always been an element of politics. The prince must act accordingly. Do I have... I can challenge this. Machiavelli believes the ruler must be strong enough to overcome any external threat. Machiavelli believes the ruler must do everything possible to prevent unrest among the people. A strong hand is required to instill order to defeat all threats within and without. Many morals, however, get in the way of strengthening the realm. What evidence do you have to support this statement? Generosity, honesty, kindness, such values are shackles. Without them, the prince is better equipped to protect his power. The right thing is often not in the state's interest. For example, social welfare leads to greater comfort for citizens. A compassionate prince may find this appealing. Such a kind prince will also keep the peace with an ally fallen into hard times, honor historical treaties, and leave the undisturbed. But this prince would wind up destitute, coffers dry, defenses broken, his people crying for programs that he can no longer support. Don't spend your own money. Invade other countries, take their money, and spend that instead. But people won't care if prosperity comes from the suffering of those they do not know. Many morals, however, get in the way of strengthening the realm. Okay. Oh, my credibility bar is going down. Oh, is it? Did it go down? Is it because I clicked on the challenge bar and then backed out? Or not? What do you mean by this? Morals have no place in governance. The well-being of the people is secondary to the security of the state. Okay. I don't know. You should admit defeat now, girl. Pretty or not, this is the most stable form of government. He's trying to present a logical argument for merciless dictatorships. If something in the idea state conflicts with one of these statements, I should use the challenge point to out a problem. I'll turn his twisted Star Wars logic against him. I'm afraid you've got a problem. Perhaps I do, but you are not it. If you will, Arbiter. I'm sorry, Arya, but he's right. That counterpoint doesn't work here. Oh, I have to select the right statement that he's currently in and put it there. Machiavelli, you claim the job of a ruler is to establish stability, correct? Correct. And in order to establish stability, a ruler must be ruthless? Indeed. The prince must be able to play both the cunning fox and the ferocious lion. Such is the only way to defeat Fortuna. The whims of fortune? Right. So tell me, Machiavelli, while defeating the whims of fortune, can you also defeat the whims of your people? What? Machiavelli, you advocate rulers should be dishonest and treacherous when it serves, that they must enforce their will with strength, rule with an iron fist. But the strength of a single prince is limited, as the prince expands his domain and seizes resources, as you advise, the number of subjects will only grow. What stops the people from mustering all their strength to overthrow him? Such a turn of events is highly likely, if not inevitable. Yeah, you're right, Ariadne. He should just not expand at all and instead just make his people suffer so that way they can't overthrow him. Overthrowing is the fucking problem. Excellent observation, Ariadne. History has countless examples of deposed tyrants. Exactly. Yo, Tortoise, thank you so very much. Thank you. Hope you're having a good day. Time and time again, despotic rulers have come to power, but eventually people realize they, together, have more power than those who lord over them. No single fist is irony enough to take on an entire population, not even the most ironic fists.
Nonsense.
The people will rise up. No, how foolish a leader would have to be to let that happen. But it's happened time and time again. Only because rulers fail to deploy the correct methods to keep the masses in check. Allow me to explain the tools at the prince's disposal. Simply don't let them rise up. In order to prevent a rebellion, the prince must ensure the people fear him. A few acts of merciless cruelty are all that's needed to make a would-be rebels cower. But the prince must not be hated. To offset the ire of the people, he must maintain the personal appearance of justice. The prince must therefore do what is needed to recruit agents to enforce his will. Constantly reminded of the prince's power, peasants will not dare step out of line. Bene. You see, power breeds resentment. Hatred is gained by as much good work as by evil. Love and fear are both desirable, but if we must choose between them, it's far safer to be feared. Only when the people you know are strong will they follow your commands. Control requires fear added to the idea slate. Consider the Arbiter. He uses fear quite effectively to maintain control of this realm. Excuse me, I absolutely do not use fear to rule. Ah, a superb demonstration. His yelling is very dramatic, see? And the skull mask, yes, quite intimidating. But the mask is merely ceremonial. It's how people know I hold my position. Machiavelli's just digging into this idea of ruling by fear. He seems to have a response to everything. Do your debates always get this intense? I feel like you're having to use everything you've learned here, questions and challenges. Philosophers fight hard for their beliefs. You should have seen Kant the last time around. Can you blame us? We are here lingering in the minds of men because our ideas had a lasting impact. The prince is my defining work. I'm here to defend its influence. Well then, let's see how your defenses hold. Okay. I think I'm done with this. Jen is Becky in disguise. Very possible. I'm sure that this is somebody's dream game, but this is not my dream game. This is not my dream game. Okay. So this is a visual novel in which you argue political philosophy. philosophy with famous people in history. In the demo, you debate with Machiavelli. This is someone's dream game, I'm sure. Okay, it's a 2 from me. I think a 2 is a pretty fair one because I think that like somebody's gonna love this game, but I don't. It's not. I don't know who. I don't know. I'm not playing that. If you like politics, I think I'd rather play the grandma scamming game. Yeah, bring me back to the grandma scamming game. You love the first game, and I think I'll like this one. That's fair.